This is very exciting. This is a huge day over at St. George's, and we want to talk all about what you have going on today, especially for those of you who've been affected by the partial government shutdown. But in case people do not know what the table is over at St. George's, Chris, I want to talk a little bit about that. This is such a great thing that you all do. You are such a huge part of our community, and you do wonderful things. And this is something that you do on a weekly basis.
Yes, we do. The table is a market-style food pantry that we run every Tuesday. We have 2 sessions, one in the morning and one in the evening, and anyone can come to the table.
Yeah, it's amazing what you do. I mean, you're able to just have this food available for people who need it, and whatever they need, they can just come in during these times and really take care of their personal needs.
Yes, and we stress and try to have as much fresh food as we can, which means that we raise money to run the table because we buy from local farmers.
Right.
So especially during the season, we can have beautiful harvested fresh vegetables for people.
Yeah.
And we encourage people to come every week if they need to.
Absolutely. And it's wonderful. And Rita, this is a big day because I know in partnership with so many people, with the food bank and with the local farmers and with the table leadership, you guys have put together something for today. And you had to act fast on this. Because, I mean, this is a situation with the shutdown where people are not knowing what's going on from day to day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anecdotally, we know that there are people who are affected in Fredericksburg, and we have parishioners who have been affected. And so the table leadership has been concerned about the impact of the partial government shutdown on federal workers. So on Monday, we had a conference call with Elizabeth Borst from Virginia Food Connections, and we talked about the Cavalaria Food Bank, which had a couple of pop-up markets in D.C., and so we thought maybe we could do the same here.
Right. And that's what you're doing.
That's what we're doing.
I mean, It's amazing that you put this together so quickly. I mean, I know it's because of all of the volunteers and everybody who's coming together to make it happen, but it's going on today, and let's give everybody the details. It starts 4 o'clock?
Yes, it's from 4 to 7. And it's at St. George's in our hall, and we're at 905 Princess Anne Street in downtown Fredericksburg. We're on the corner of Princess Anne and George Street, and we ask people to come in the George Street side.
Okay.
So again, 4 to 7. And all we ask is that people bring their government ID or their contractor ID.
Right. And that's not because you want to contact them or record their information. This is really just about making sure that you're getting the people who are affected.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. We're not going to be taking names. We're not going to write down your name. We're not going to ask you for really any information at all. We just ask that you bring your ID.
Now, you've brought a basket to show us kind of an example of what's going to be going on later. This is beautiful, and you've got everything in there. So let's talk about what people are going to be getting when they come in today.
Okay. Well, we think we're going to have 4 plastic grocery bags for people. 2 of them will be staples, things like pasta, rice, cereal, spaghetti sauce, peanut butter, things like that.
Things that go a long ways.
Yes, things that can go a long way. We also have, again, the fields are not really producing now, but we do have a farmer who was able to give us some greens like kale and some broccoli, some squash, and we have a lot of sweet potatoes because they hold very, very well.
Yes, they do.
And we also I had purchased apples from an apple orchard and have them in our cooling shed. But we've also gone out and gotten some clementines and some bananas.
Wow. It's beautiful. I mean, it really is. This is going to be something that I know people that are affected are just like, this is what we need right here. I mean, you've really answered the need.
Yeah. And we also, it's a way that we can also introduce people to our Tuesday table.
Yeah.
And certainly they're invited to come to the Tuesday table.
Now, how do you do this every week? I mean, this is something that you're able to provide to the community, open to anyone every single week. How do you make that happen?
We make it, well, luckily St. George's allows us to use the facility. So we don't have to pay rent or lease any space. And we raise money. It costs almost $65,000 a year
to
do what we do.
Wow.
And we're more expensive than a usual pantry because of the fresh produce
Yes.
and the fresh fruit.
Yeah.
So we go out and we fundraise. We've taken part in the Community Give. We've taken part in Giving Tuesday. We have lots of individuals who donate, and we also get grants.
Wow, that's amazing. And Rita, this has to feel so good to see the community come in and just get their needs taken care of every single week.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's an expression of what the church is and what we can provide to the community.
Yeah. You guys have so many cool things going on over at St. George's. I mean, I'm always just hearing about so many fantastic things, and it really is a place where all are welcome and just come in the doors, as you are and what your needs are, and we'll help you out.
Yeah, exactly. Not only are the members of St. George's supportive of the things that are done in the community, I think that the Fredericksburg community and beyond the city of Fredericksburg, and for this afternoon, you don't have to just be in the city of Fredericksburg. We invite people from Spotsylvania, from Stafford, from King George, from Orange, from Caroline to come if they have the need to do it. But the community has been very, very supportive of the table and of St. George's, and we really appreciate that.
Rita, the fact that the table's been around for 7 or so years, that's why, one of the reasons why you've got connections and you were able to make this happen.
That's right. We have a lot of partnerships. We have a really strong leadership team that works tirelessly to make this happen, and we have plenty of volunteers. And something that's really beautiful about the table is that we have parishioners from St. George's, we have folks who are committed from the community, and we have shoppers who are very involved in volunteering and offering of themselves at the table.
And you've had a long-standing relationship with the food bank, too. I mean, this is a great partnership.
Oh, yeah. St. George's was around and actually, I think, helped in the formation of the food bank. I don't know how many years ago.
Right.
But a while ago.
Yeah. So that, I mean, what a great relationship for people to be able to, just kind of come together with this. And can we just say hats off to all of our local farmers? I mean, seriously, right? For getting involved, too.
Yeah, Elizabeth Force, who Rita mentioned before, is actually the person who has gone out and found the farmers for us. So we had been working with the Flores' family farm for maybe 5 years already. We started the table version of our food pantry in 2012. So we have been working with them. And then we have other farmers. Like another farmer is the one who's actually been able to bring what produce that we have for today.
Wow.
Chris, you still looking for volunteers for the table?
For the table?
For the table.
Yes, if somebody is interested, we would ask them to email us at outreach@stgeorgesepiscopal.net.
Excellent. And I know a lot of people who are looking to get involved, in something like that, and they're just like, I don't know how to do it, but that's a really great way.
Well, you can do that, and if it's not just coming, trying to come in and volunteer on a Tuesday, we also are out in the community. We have relationships with various businesses, and people go and pick up food for the table. People can hold food drives. We could talk about what kind of food we might especially need for the table.
Yeah.
So there's various ways that people can be involved. And of course, monetary donations are always welcome for us to do the work.
Yeah, to keep it going. I mean, to keep this available in our community, it's huge. This wonderful basket that you have here available, this is an example of what people will be able to get today. Now, this is a very special offering for today. So it's 4 to 7. Yes. And they can come in. I just want to kind of go back over what everybody can do. So if you have government ID, so bring the government ID with you, or a contractor.
Contractor.
Okay.
Right.
And the entrance, you should come in
the George Street side of the church building.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we're at 905 Princess Anne Street in downtown Fredericksburg.